Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Risna Kartika. My name is D1A020004NX. Okay, and then the material that I want to explain in this video is about speech acts. Okay, what is speech acts? Speech acts are part of pragmatics. It is a pouring of sentence to state that the purpose of the speaker is known to listener. Speech acts is a speech in which there is an action. It means by saying something, speaker also do something. And then about the theory of the speech acts. The study of the speech acts began with Austin Idea, an expert who first introduced the theory of speech acts in 1962. Said by Austin that each speech contains action. This speech theory he introduced precisely at the lecture, which was then recorded with the title How to Do Things with Words. Okay, and then about the type of speech act. Um, actually, the type of directive speech acts have many types, but in this video, I just want to show for all of you just three type of the speech acts because it's as an assignment from my lecturer. Okay, let's do the explanation. First is about directive speech acts. Directive speech acts is the action of the speech that carried out by the speaker. It have means to make partner to do an action that mentioned in the speech. Okay, this type okay, and then about the type of directive speech acts. I have shown five directive speech acts. Okay, first is directive speech acts of rule. The second, directive speech acts of apply. The third, directive speech acts of advising. The fourth, directive speech acts of demand. And the last, directive speech acts of order. And then, about the example of directive speech acts. For the example, the meaningful sentence govern is used with design of the try. The example sentence: try to remove in the blackboard. Okay, this type of speech that is spoken by the teacher to one of his students is the type of action to recall directive. And the second example of speech acts of order. For example, ladder clean my toilet. Okay, to make it more easy to understand, I will give one example again. The sentence that have many requests is usually marked by the marker of the please. Okay, as the following example, please pay attention, everyone. Okay, this speech was said by a teacher to his student when the condition of the classroom looked very noisy. This type of speech acts include the type of action, speech act request. Okay, and then the second type is about commisive speech acts. Commissive is the speech acts that shape their speech have a function to declare appointment or offer. For example, promise, swear, and offer something. This type of speech acts reveals the intent of the speaker to do something. Okay, and then about the example of commissive speech acts include appointment, rejection, threats, oaths, and bids. Okay, the example of the sentence. If you keep working like this, I will fire you. In this page of the example sentence that I have shown, it's mean the speaker tried to threaten his speech partner that he will fire if his partner remained working, which did not suit it. Okay. And then the last type of speech act is about phatic utterance. Phatic utterance, including greetings, variables, polite formulas such as thank you, you're welcome, excuse me. They also include all sorts of comment on the weather, asking about one's health, and whatever is usual and therefore expected in a particular society. No one is likely to think that a question like how are you doing, or really means to get information. We don't assume that statements such as "I'm glad to meet you" or "so nice to see you again" are necessarily expression of deep feeling on the part of the speaker. The purpose of Utrecht is to establish rapport between members of the same society. Okay, that's all the explanation from me. That's the explanation about three types of speech acts, and I think it's enough from me. And I'm so sorry for all of my mistake. Maybe I have still many something wrong, maybe about my pronouns and anything. Okay, and I say thank you very much for watching my video, and the last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.